cutiepies, it's Lexi here with first video in a while for the new series, the Manhwa Series. I wanted to yap about it for so long, but I'm the queen of being actually too lazy to do anything. Yeah, jokes aside, if any of you even want to know what keeps me awake at night, like at 3 a.m., straight middle of the night when I should sleep or I should do anything else, or anything that keep me walking out my emotions, like I just get up and start walking in the room instead of reading the next chapter, that's it. That's the manhwas I read. So today we start with going deep divine into the lore, like the Lexi lore, how it starts, how I was tracking everything. At first, spoiler alert, it was pretty bad. To now with the whole Notion templates I have. And how it actually happens that manhwas steal my heart so fully those years over mangas or anime. Like, of course, we're not manga and anime fans. I still love you and I still enjoy watching animes or reading manga. I just stopped doing this on daily basis. So first we become a little smarter with the definition from Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia, manhwa is the general Korean term for comics and printed cartoons. Outside Korea, the term usually refers to Korean comics. Modern manhwa has extended its reach to many other countries. Those comics have branded outside of Korea by access to webtoons and have created an impact that was resulted in some movie, drama, and television shows adaptations. The same goes probably for the, of course, Japanese mangas and Chinese manhwas, because manhwas are a very important step for me as I start my journey. So, as we start with the definitions, the smartest definitions, we can go with how it starts. Let's go back in the past to 2019. When I downloaded a random app from the store, the App Store on my phone, for reading webcomics. And first, I was introduced to manhwas. That's why they're important. That's the Chinese equivalent of Japanese mangas and, of course, Korean manhwas. But it have a little more in common with actual manhwas because it's colored too. The first thing I was obsessed when I started with this app was the CEO strory. Like, I just go crazy. I was reading like the buzzy president, everything that has in the title, president, CEO, secretary, the mother type sheet. I was the person going deep, divine inside. 1 year later, in 2020, I was rereading my first manhwa ever because it's a special place in my heart. Is Love Between You and Me. If you never read it, I really recommend it. But it's for the Chinese sites. And then I was reading on a random website because it was hard to find it again. So back down I scrolled down as I end, and there was recommendations. And the trending recommendation was Who Made Me a Princess? And that's the moment when I get lost. I totally get lost. I don't remember to get a blink of sleep. Like, I don't remember that I sleep that night. I just go deep, wholehearted inside the story. I get so invested with the art style, aesthetic. That was the first reality cartoon. Everything just bothered me. Like, I was in love. And I remember for the years 2020 to actually for 2023, I think so, 22, I built my whole part of my biggest part of my whole personality around Who Made Me a Princess. Like, I swear to God, I get lost. I get totally lost. Like, the backgrounds were aesthetic. Everything was so aesthetic pleasing for me. I couldn't stop looking. Like, I was just, especially right now when I goes back, I would probably be even deep divine into the backgrounds and art style and everything, as right now I'm a VTuber. So I really appreciate the arts and the artist. And that's how it starts. Of course, right now we are in 2025. And a lot of things changed. Like, the hardest part ever, tracking issues. We're going to tracking issues right now. First year girl was very new to this, so I have like 300 or something, at least like that, website pages open, because when I was reading chapter, there was at the top, at the bottom, the recommendations, and I always click open in a new card so I don't lose the title later. But it was, I think, end of 2021 and 2022, because that's how I look at my bullet journal. I have written it down. I write down every title, use my pencil to write the number of chapters I read. And there was 3 columns. Title, number of chapters, and the rating if the manhwa was ended. And that's how I goes. It was very hard, like, because the first I wrote the title, then I wrote with the pencil, of course, the number of the chapters. But I was able to manage it because there was only 47 titles, so it's not that much. In 2023 and 2024, this time period, I end up with 219 records. Like, that's fucking a lot. Let's be honest, that's a lot. And then I have like a special sticker systems. It has a special parts here in my new bullet journal, the one you probably see or not. And there was like the title, the number of chapters still written in pencil, because if that was a manhwa that was coming out still, you need to remember to put this in pencil. Then we have the special scale from 1 to 10 for plot, character, design, and overall. And the place to put the cover, actually, the sticker of the cover. There it was like the colors with gray that I start, green and before, pink and orange for ended manhwas. No, sorry, green was for the one I'm ongoing right now. blue was for that one on hiatus, and the orange was for that ones that ended. And that's how it goes. Probably there are gonna be pictures going here so we can see everything I took. And in the end of 2024, before I start my new job, I find out Notion. And as we know, I again get lost. Because that was another tool. I even started about thinking to put my everything digitally, like the planners. So I decided to put the manhwas digitally. And that was the best thing ever I do. Like, I swear. Someone made, actually, it was for, if I could remember, for reading mangas or for watching anime. One of two. But that person made it perfectly fine and it was easy to adjust. So I started and put every one of those manhwas I have in my bullet journal inside the Notion. The transition was hard, especially the part when I was looking for the covers. Like, oh my god. Because there you have a cover, link, the thing that count your chapters, and then you can put if it's on hiatus, ongoing, stuff like this. But yeah. Probably there are gonna be even more titles going on as I'm still adding things, and probably we're gonna have, once the video from the Manhwa series gonna be done, there's gonna be even more information inside. So I would have like full page with the ratings and everything, because right now it's mostly for tracking. Yeah. And another thing we're gonna talk right now is why manhwas win my heart over those years. It's not manhwas, it's not mangas, it's not books, webcomics, it's manhwas. The first reason I was touching, the first topic why it's the most important for me, is the art style. And right now, as I said, I'm a VTuber. I'm very obsessed with pretty backgrounds, everything. I'm just crazy for this. I started being a little more specialist at my friends group because I know this much with random stuff when it comes to animations or backgrounds or stuff because I'm interested in this. And don't even let me start about those pretty, stunning dresses the ladies in the manhwas wear. Like, I'm on my knees for every motherfucking creation there. Like, there's nothing better. I swear to God, I just get like, oh my God, I love everything about this. But now is the second reason. For me, is that I can find, as we know, I'm a simp, hot women's and men's, especially in those reality core stories, as I'm sucker for isekais. Like, generally, if that's an isekai, villainous, and reality core, you don't hear from me. I'm too deep invested into the story. I'm just going like, goodbye. You don't see me for another 24 hours at least, as I don't end this story. The third reason, it felt for me personally at some very special points, because in manga I never was this expressionful. Like, I never have to get up and walk through my emotions. I never giggle reading the shoujo mangas or any romance mangas to actually giggle in the middle of the night. That's not the things that kept me going at some points, or wishing that man that is stealing the female lead's heart right now with his sincerity and everything was mine. Like, I swear, I'm jealous of every female lead in manhwa because they have such a nice man by their sides. And of course, in the look too, but mostly with the characters. Oh my god. Men's and manhwas. Oh my god. That's totally different topic, but yeah. And manhwas for me feels like binge watching anything. Like my favorite movie series, like I just binge it. While manga for me personally is something classical, the younger me done. And there's a lot of good memories and bad memories. I don't want to go through them, but yeah, that's why I probably mostly shift to manhwas too. And the third reason is basically like it's scrolling. It's easier for me to read scrolls, scrolling down, and it's easier to take screenshot of the full context because I have the possibility on my phone that I can do as longer screenshots. So a lot of things is easier for me with actual nice and thankful manhwas. First, if you want to start with manhwas, because maybe some of you never read any, I would recommend you for sure as starters. They are pretty good. The story is great. Everything is just amazing. The two of them, I'm sure, is ended. The third, I'm not. But here we are. The first manhwa I ever read. Who Made Me a Princess? Let's say it's perfect. It's totally different from web novel, but it's great. It keeps me awake at night. It makes me cry in the middle of the night. And let's remember, I built half of my personality around it. That's mean something. That's mean something, okay? I still have like 300 probably stickers from the story printed in my house somewhere after I move out. I'm not joking. The other one is a classic. A classic that everyone talks about when I start getting a little touchy with the touch points with manhwa community. I never get too deep inside, but everyone was telling like the reason why Lila ended in the mansion is perfect. The love story, everything is perfect about it. And you're gonna love it. Last year or 2 years ago, they even made an anime out of it. And it's not cover everything from the story. There should be another season, but I don't look into the story if it's happening. Probably we're gonna have a pause here, so I will record extra if it's happening, like the other season. I remember you can watch it in Crunchyroll, the season 1, I mean. Okay, sadly there's still no information about season 2, but we see. Maybe if more people hear about it, they made it finally. And the third one is very special to my heart. Like Callisto Regulus, the man you are. Oh my god, I'm just deep obsessed with him. Is death is the only ending for the villainess, and this one is very special, and for the last time I was checking, it was 3-4 months ago, even half a year, something like this, because I have a break for manhwas. It's like it wasn't actually ended, but it's great. It's great. I'm sure you're gonna love the art style, the dresses Penelope's wearing, the whole setting, and the story. That is very deep, deep, divine. Chef's kiss. Believe me, it's gonna be one of the best stories you ever read. Like, I swear, if someone's even tried to understand my tastes in men, probably the 3 titles I just give you are the best. Like, first, let's start when we have Who Made Me a Princess. I'm totally obsessed with father of the female lead. Claude the Algar Oberlia. The man you are. The man you are. I'm just obsessed. The reason why Relila ended in the dimension, the same. The teasing between them. Oh my god. The guy was named Noah, yeah. The tease, the emotions and everything between Noah and Relila. Oh my god. That's the man I need, the teasing one. And the death is the only ending for the villainess. Have Callisto Regulus. And Callisto Regulus is just like, I can't even describe this man with words. Like, I swear, if I ever meet a guy like Callisto Regulus in my life, I'm gonna be lost. I'm gonna be lost, and there's no joking. So, yeah, if you ever try to probably date me, those 3 men are your welcoming. And of course, Silas, but we're not talking about love and deep space right now. So that's how it starts and how it's going right now. I hope you enjoyed the story time. The next episode will be a deep divine inside Ashtarter with spoilers. Probably I'm not gonna stop this. There are always gonna be spoilers with those series. So I'm gonna write in the title, so worry not. And what's very important about Ashtarter right now is, if you follow me on Twitter, you could see a lot of screenshots from this story, because I get so invested. Like, I really enjoy it. I really like it. It was a trope I meet, not the first time meeting, but a trope I know, but I still enjoy the whole story. And I hope you don't make me sad and come next week at the same hour for our yapping together about Asteria. Hope you're gonna have a nice rest of your day, my cutie pies. Mwah!